Hmm. Hello and good morning and welcome back to all. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Welcome back to our live show. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, Alberta, Calgary, and we have two offices back home in Karnal and Kurukshetra, which both of them are in Haryana. So welcome back to our live session. We have this session every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and India right now it's 9:30 p.m. Welcome back to all our viewers. This session is all about the update we have from Canadian immigration from the last 1 week, and also gives you time to post your question into the comment section and get those answered live right away. So welcome back all of you. This session is going to be very exciting. We have got a lot of news regarding candidate experience class draw. When it's going to happen, we will be talking about it. There was a PNP express entry draw held this week. The way it was advertised on the social media and TikTok, we got a lot of calls that today the draw was at 199 and we never got the draw. What exactly happened? So we will be telling about what exactly the draw was, why the score people were saying was 191, and why did you get an invite. So we will be talking about this latest express entry draw which was held this week. No CEC draw again this week, expected very soon. Maybe a big number of people being invited and the score been dropping down. We will be talking more about that in detail, that how many, what could be the score, and what are we expecting that to go in the CEC draw if that happens in the next week. So we will be discussing about that too in detail. Then also, there were a couple of data been released by IRCC sources, and that shows Indian nationals being top of the list under international student schools, in the under international student, and also number one country for immigrants to Canada. By far, there's no comparison, no number comparison. We will be going in detail about what exactly that data is and how India is leading at number one position for the source of as an international student to Canada and also as immigrants to Canada. So if you are somebody who wants to move to Canada, who's looking for a permanent residency in Canada, this is the best time. Indian nationals are preferred definitely, and they are on top of the list of the recruitment done by Canada for as an international student or for permanent residency both. So we will be discussing about that also in detail. Then we will have an update on OINP, Ontario Immigration Anomaly Program, which is making news since the beginning of 2023. We have got 3-4 draws already held. This is the most aggressive draw by any PNP being held since the beginning of 2023. Even in 2020-22, this was the most aggressive draw being taken by any of the province. So we will be discussing about truck drivers who were initially invited into this draw and then they were removed out of this draw. So that was something definitely to look at, and why that happened and what exactly happened with that. We will be talking about that. Then we will have update regarding international students admissions. We have got seats now available for St. Lawrence Alpha College. From Monday, we will be taking admissions for offshore admissions. So if you are looking for offshore admission in any of the GTA campuses, we have got seats available starting from today itself. You can send your application for that. So we will be also taking care of that part in this session today. So let us start out with the first update of the evening. That was the express entry draw, where the rumor was that the CIC had invited everybody with 191 score, and we start getting calls, a lot of calls, because on social media there were a lot of agents who advertised it not correctly. They didn't. The information was misleading, which definitely there was a panic in the client that why were not they invited when the draw was as low as 191. So just to let you know, this draw was an express entry provincial nominee draw, a PNP draw, where around approximately 600 only people were invited. The score was exactly 791. So not 191, it was 791. The way it was advertised on the social media that there was a draw, people who were with the 191 score, they were invited, but those people also had the PNP approved. So they only had a 600 points, so that's why their score was 791, and those people were invited. So please don't get misled by the people who are posting on the social media that there was something wrong and you were not invited, although your score was 300, 400 plus, the draw was 191. Why did you get an invite? The simple reason behind that was those people were only invited who actually had already got the provincial nominee program approved, and they got an extra 600 points through Express Entry through their provincial nominee program, and that was added into the Express Entry stream. So that's why they were scoring 791 and above. So just to let you know, this draw was not about everybody getting invited with 191. There were people who only got the PNP approval through any of the province which gives them 600 points. Only those people were invited under this draw. So I hope that is clear. So please, I know people get onto social media and start making videos, and some of the videos even I saw on TikTok were definitely misleading. So the client were expecting that 191, their score was 300, 400, they should have got an invite. But unfortunately, there was no invite sent to them because they didn't have the provincial nominee program 600 points at the Express Entry. So that is the reason you never got an invite. So please, people who are making social media videos, be careful. Your information could be misleading to the client, and they get into a situation where they start panic. They are giving us a call. I think that day we got too many calls inquiring us. Everybody who was registered with us was calling us. Have you received the invite for them? There were no invites sent until and unless they had a PNP already approved. So I hope that is clear. That information is correct, and you now understand who were the people who actually got an invite. Other than that, there was no Express Entry draw this week. Although on Wednesday, when this PNP draw held, there was again, we were hoping that Thursday, or maybe even today, you never know, but yesterday we were expecting that there may be a CEC draw coming, which we have been expecting from last 2 weeks. But honestly, IRCC, the way they are conducting their draws is very surprising. The way they are, basically, you can't predict what sort of draws we can expect coming further. CEC always seems to be around the corner. We have been talking about in our last 2 shows also that CEC should be coming very soon. But when, we don't know. What exactly IRCC planning behind CEC, candidate experience class, we are exactly not aware. But yes, something big is coming. Maybe you can see the score even dropping to around 460, 450. Let's see how it goes. If the number of invitations sent are more than 3,000, then definitely the score for Express Entry class for CEC may drop down drastically as compared to a normal 489 federal skilled worker draw. That is something we need to look forward to. Let's see and hope that draws comes up soon and we are able to, the CEC people get invited, and definitely that will give a lot of confidence in this international student market who have been struggling to get invites, who are struggling to get their permanent residency approved. Hope CEC draws comes up very, very soon, and we share the exciting good news with you in the next show itself. Let's see how the next week goes, but we are hopeful that it should be coming up very, very soon. So CEC is definitely, international students are eagerly waiting for them because they don't score as high as people who are in the federal skilled worker class who are scoring 480, 490. So we understand that definitely it's concerning that wide draws are not coming, but I'm pretty sure there should be something coming up very soon. Now we will be discussing about our next update, which was regarding OINP. Ontario Immigration Nominee Program under skilled trade class is the most aggressive one of the PNPs, where draws are being held almost every week. Starting from January till now, there are already 3 draws being held under this stream. A lot of people have got the invited, have been got the invitations, and now they are definitely preparing their files. Ontario skilled trade is the most popular stream right now across Canada provinces. People who are residing in Ontario, they are the one basically been invited. If you have experience in one or the other Ontario skilled trade class list, the last 2 draws, there was something very exciting which happened. So I will be sharing what exactly happened. Basically, the last draw, The score went to 260. Again, certain categories of people were only invited. Not everybody was invited under this draw. But the good thing to see was that the truck drivers, the heavy truck drivers, were invited initially under this draw. Then a day passed by, there was no exact invitation being received to them, although the OINP website says that trucking was included in this draw. But next day, by the evening, the trucking NOC knock was removed from the OINP website, which was shocking. Definitely, we thought that yes, at least after very very long time, the heavy truck driver now have got an opportunity to get permanent residency in Canada, in Ontario through the trucking stream, but don't know exactly what went wrong and what exactly OINP thought about first getting into writing it on the website. Maybe definitely that was an error which was made that should have not been included, because although it was mentioned on the OINP website that truck drivers were invited, but in fact no truck driver got an actual invitation to apply. So as I said, after even 24 hours when no invitations were received, then OINP did this update on the website that trucking was removed out of that list. So actually the thing was no truck drivers were invited in this draw. So what does that mean for the truck drivers now? Truck driving has been included since November under the Express Entry class, and it is also a part of one of the NOC, which is Ontario Skilled Trade class. We are still hoping that trucking will be back very soon. There should be a draw coming up. This was maybe a mistake from the OINP website, was updating that they mentioned that NOC NOC, in fact, which exactly what they were not invited, but they were put into the OINP website, but they realized that mistake after a day or so, and then it was removed. So unfortunately, the good news for the trucking guy, basically this was not exactly a good news. The draw came in, then the draw came, then the list was removed from the list. So that showed it was definitely an error been made while updating the OINP website. There were in fact no trucking people were invited. But as I said you that yes, it was disappointing to see after we have already shared that good news that ONP has invited a lot of trucking, and then it was removed later on. I know it's a sad thing, but hopefully the trucking will be back very soon, and we will be getting another ONP skilled trade class which will be targeting people with trucking experience of at least 1 year. But you have to make sure this is different from the Ontario skill demand list, where you need to have 9 months of experience. But in this, to qualify under Express Entry for the trucking, you need at least 1 year of experience in this stream. So that's how it goes, and that's how it works. So definitely make sure you still keep on getting your experience, get into the pool if you're into a trucking industry, and hopefully there should be draw coming up for you soon. So before we go on to the next update, we have few questions. I will be taking up those questions, and also advise our all viewers who are online, who have joined us, if you have any question, kindly post it into the comment section, and we will be taking them live right now and answering them before we take on to our next update for this week. The first question we have is from Robin Yadav. May 2023 intake admissions are still open. Can you help in taking admission Best College Canada? Okay. Robin, if you are outside Canada, then unfortunately May 2023 is no more open. All the colleges, all the programs are closed for May 2023. But if you are onshore and looking for 1 year or 2 year admission, then yes, we have got seats available for May 2023. But unfortunately, if you're offshore, there are no seats available, as there are no seats available right now on any of the colleges for offshore. But for onshore, we have got Conestoga, I think Mohawk is still open, and St. Lawrence is also open for May intake. So a lot of intake admissions are open for onshore students, but offshore, we have no seats available for May 2023. In fact, the reason also is there's not enough time left. If you want to come and study in Canada, definitely May we have short of time. We should target now fall 2023. If you have not got your admission for fall yet, contact your office in India in Karnal, and they can help you getting an admission for September 2023 intake. All the best for that. If you need our help, definitely you can contact our India or Canada office, and we will be happy to assist you on that one. Then we have Nakul asking, what is the process of Express Entry? Okay, Nakul, Express Entry basically is the most popular Canadian immigration stream, which has been running since beginning of 2015. The most popular stream through which people are invited. There are a lot of ways you can qualify under Express Entry. Obviously, the process to get into or to be eligible under Express Entry, you need to have your IELTS. If you're outside Canada, CLB7, which is 60 need. You should have at least 1 year of experience in the last 10 years, and you should be at least grade 12 pass to be eligible under this stream. So as far as you have that, you can qualify for this Express Entry stream. But you need to have your document evaluated, your education evaluated, everything you need to have before you can qualify for Express Entry. Rest, if you want to know about the process, it's a big process. The Express Entry is further divided into 3 streams, which is Federal Skilled Worker, Skilled Trade Class, and CEC. So that can be discussed later. And if you have a particular query about it, you can definitely walk into our office or book a session, and we will be happy to assist you for that. Then we have Harkamaljeet Singh. Hello. There was no CEC draw this week. When can we expect the CEC draw? Harman, we all are waiting since the beginning of 2023. We all have been waiting for this draw. I've already discussed in the beginning of the show. We were even expecting that, like, the PNP draw was held on Wednesday. We were expecting Thursday we will have a CEC draw. But unfortunately, there was no CEC draw. The IRCC draws are unpredictable. It's very hard to guess which will be the next draw. From the last 2 weeks, our expectation was the CEC draw is coming. Unfortunately, that never happened, and we are not being able to basically give you an exact answer when it's going to happen. But it should be coming up very soon. The chances are when it happens, the score will drop down. If the number of invitations are more than 3,000, then the score is expected to drop down under CEC. So stay tuned. If you're somebody in Canada, you have already got a 1 year experience, kindly get your profile made and get into the pool, because without being you into the pool, there's no way, no chance you can get an invite or you can apply for permanent residency. I hope that answers your question, Harkamal. Then we have Yash Kumar. Can one go on tourist visa and get the converted into work permit, or will this be done? Okay, yes, it is possible. If you are visiting Canada and you are able to find an employer who is ready to offer you a job through an LMI, then yes, definitely your tourist visa can be converted into a work permit. As per the previous public policy, till March 2020, 20th February, you can apply visitor to work permit online. But after that, if you still want to do it, you have to have to do a flag pulling and only then apply for a work permit. But but to answer your question, yes, it is possible. You need to have a job offer available with you. As far as you have a job offer available, an employer is ready to hire you. They will apply an LMI application for you. If that comes out the positive result, then you can apply for a work permit, and that's how it's going to work. But yes, definitely it is possible. The people who come and visit here, a lot of people do find jobs and apply for an LMI and a base work permit. In fact, this week we got 3 LMI already approved for our clients, and now we are processing their work permit application. So if you need any assistance with your visiting Canada, we have employers right now. We have got pre-approved bookkeeping. There's an employer who is looking at the bookkeeper. If you're somebody, for example, from a BCom background and you have good accounting experience, then definitely we can help you that. We also have right now one employer who's looking here at the retail store, and is looking to hire somebody permanently on a retail store to provide the position. So if you have that sort of experience and you're visiting Canada, we can also assist that sort of client. These are the immediately one available, but definitely there are a lot of other options available to convert your visitor visa into a work permit in a long run. Then we have next question from Raju Bajaj. My name is Raju Bajaj. Hello Raju, thanks for joining in. I want to get study visa in Canada. I'm already finished my study in Singapore. Okay. So definitely, Raju, you can, once you have completed your education, you're about to complete, then you can move to even Canada for your further education. If your institution in Singapore has a further tie-up in Canada, then also it's possible. If it doesn't have a tie-up, you can independently also apply to one of the other institutions. You need to still make sure you need to get your IELTS done. You cannot come to Canada without IELTS. So if you have got your IELTS done and you've got good score in your academic, no gaps and everything fine, you can still apply for a study permit to come and study in Canada. Okay, then I hope that Raju that answers your question. If you need our help from getting a study permit, getting your college admission, contact our office in India or Canada, and we can help you in that regard too. Then we have Naveen Chaudhary asking for, sir, I've got pre-arrival on 14th Feb. When can I expect PPR? Okay, So basically, Naveen, it should be around the corner. We have noticed when you get a pre-arrival package uh, from IRCC, within a couple of weeks, you get an invitation for your permanent residency and your PPR request. So I'm pretty sure, just wait for a couple of weeks, it happened. I think it just came this week on 14 February. So by the next 2 weeks, you should be expected. But don't take it as an exact timeline. It can sometimes even take longer for few of the client, but usually talking about it takes 2 weeks approximately maximum to get final PBR request once you have got your pre-arrival package being received to you. I hope that answers your question. So right, for now we have definitely answered all the questions we have. If you have any question, kindly post it into the comment section, and we will be, as we are discussing more updates, we will be answering your question live also. So if you have any question, kindly post it in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Next, moving forward from here, we have two more very exciting updates for Indian nationals. Yes, it is very exciting. There was a recent data being released by IRCC. First of all, the data was talked about international students. In Canada, basically welcome a record number of international students in 2022. Never in the history of Canadian 1 year that so many international students were granted a visa. You'll be surprised to hear about the number. The number for 2022 was 550,000 people. So 550,000 international students were admitted to Canada in 2022, which is highest number ever in 1 year. So year we are talking from January 2022 to December 2022, the number was 550K. What's more exciting about international is the maximum number of students who got admissions and visas were from India. So yes, India is the number one source right now for international students. And then, as I said, although there were a lot of rumors and we have seen a lot of refusals coming in the Indian market for student visas, but the reason is they have a capacity, they have a limit to take one nationality student, and also they have a capacity of number of international students they want to welcome in Canada. So that was the reason even the good profiles in the end of the 2022 were getting rejected, which was surprising and disappointing for the client. But if you look at the total number as compared to last year, the visa success rate was better. The number of students from India coming were far higher, and the maximum number in 1 year which were admitted across the globe of 550,000. So that is a good news for international students from India who want to come and study in Canada. I hope this trend continues, and 2023 we have more numbers overall and more numbers coming from India as an international student. Then there's another stats which were released by IRCC, which is again very, very good news for Indian nationals. They have released top 10 source countries from which the Canada is getting their immigrants. And not surprisingly, again, India was top on the chart. In fact, it's far, far higher from any other country under the top 10 list. If I tell you the exact number, around 27% of the immigrants, of the total immigrants which have landed in Canada in 2022, 27% was from India. The country after that was China, and the difference was 20%. So from China, which was the second highest source for Canada, the only percentage was 7% of the overall 10 countries. So India by far has led that number. 27% is a huge number of number of immigrants. If you divide into 100%, 27% was from India, and the second country was far behind, which got the immigrant coming from, and that was only 7%. So again, well done in definitely it's the good news for Indian nationals who are looking to target and come to study in Canada. That is a great, great news. This two stat shows India is number one source of country, either it's international students or permanent residency. That's the best source available right now for Canada to attract the talent. So well done, definitely to all the nationals of India, and definitely years forward we will see, I think, the trend going forward, because China was the second competitor, but unfortunately right now, like fortunately, unfortunately, whatever you can say, China is far behind Indian numbers, and 27% was from India, and only 7%, which is the second in the list of the top 10, had only 7%. So that is a difference we are talking about here. So again, well done to all of us to getting that number, and hope that trend will continue. And in year 2023 also, Indians will be leading their way as an international student or as somebody who's looking for permanent residency. So thanks for basically uh, making Canada one of the countries where you want to live. It's definitely a great country to be in. If you want to come and settle in Canada, contact our office. We can help you in permanent residency. We can help you in study visa. We can help you in visitor visa, whatever category of visa you're looking at. Net Worth Immigration has been into this industry from last 18 years. We have been serving our clients regarding the immigration and international students. So you can trust the brand and definitely trust our services. And I'm pretty sure this is you will be finding all the best services possible which you can look forward from any of the agents. So definitely contact us in our office in India and Canada if you're looking for any services related to Canada. We have one more question from Akash Rawat. What is the process of spouse open work permit? Okay, for a spouse open work permit, basically a spouse needs to be first in Canada, either as a student or as a temporary foreign worker. Now, if your spouse is as a student, they can invite you as an open work permit. As far as she's enrolled and she has approved that she's enrolled and she's kind of enrolled as a full-time student, she can invite you on an open work permit. Spousal work permit right now is working very, very quickly. The decisions are coming within a month's time if you're outside Canada. In fact, within Canada, it's taking long. For example, you're applying for a visitor to a work permit, it's taking long. So if you're outside Canada, it is taking much, much quicker. I think within a month's time, we are getting all our decisions being made. So yes, spousal open work permit. Second is, if you're here on a temporary foreign work permit, you're working somewhere, then you can still invite your spouse on an open work permit. You need to have right now, although the changes have been made to this policy, but still now, you still need not OAP position till the second phase has been launched. You still need that position before you can invite your spouse on an open work permit. So that is all about spouse open work permit. If you need further information on, you need further any assistance on that, contact us. Regarding spousal open work permit, our special line we have for express entry spousal open work permit is 647-939-0484. So if you have any doubt or any query regarding that spouse open work permit, you can contact directly at this line number 647-939-0484 and we can help you with your spouse open work permit application. So that was it about the update we had for this week. There was a lot of excitement, definitely, with express entry being unpredictable. We're still waiting for CC draws to happen. I hope that happens very soon. Then we did talk about OINP skilled trade class, where people were invited first for trucking and then they were withdrawn. That was maybe definitely some, I think, wrong information being posted and then taken away from the website of OINP. So yes, it was disappointing for the truck people who definitely got excited that yes, they've got an invitation and now finally they can see a hope that they can get their permanent residency in Ontario and they don't have to move other provinces. But that was taken away, the happiness was taken away after 24 hours. So that was not great for those people, but don't get disappointed. Because it has been added, definitely IRCC will be conducting a draw where the truck drivers will be invited very, very soon. Regarding college admissions, we have September intake available right now for 2023 if you're an offshore student. And if you're onshore, we can help you in May 2023 for finding a college within GTA. Good colleges with good programs are still available. 1 year, 2 year, UG, PG, all programs are available for May 2023 if you are still onshore. Offshore, the seats are closed for May, but September 2023 is again open. If you are looking to target September 2023, contact our office again in India or Canada, and we will be again happy to assist you in your college admission requirement too. So that's it for this show. That was all the update we have from the last 1 week. We have already shared with you. Do follow our all social media platforms. We are on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. So we do update all the regular update as soon as it's been updated by IRCC. So you can stay connected through our social media platform to get you updated information as and when they are released by IRCC. So thank you all for joining into the live session. We have the session every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and in India, 8:30 p.m. My name is Vishal Manocha. I am the owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. We have been serving this industry for many, many years now, and you can definitely trust us for all the immigration needs you have for Canada, either a study permit, express entry, PR, PNP program, whichever you talk about, we do have an expertise in all those programs. So thank you all for joining in. See you all next Friday. Till then, goodbye. Have a great weekend. Have a great week ahead. I'm hoping that next time when we come meet on Friday, there is a CEC draw and we will be talking more about it. Hopefully that happens up. So all the best for the client who are looking for CEC draw to happen. I hope that happens up that will happen that next week. So thank you all for joining. See you on next Friday. Till then, goodbye and have a safe week. Thank you. Bye-bye.